Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Anton Wheeler, Voice of the People United Community Forum. I am grateful for your viewership this evening. I have with me this evening a young, dynamic individual who has decided to take the bull by the horns. And before he's 40 years old, he says he wants to be the chief executive of the city of Newark. I've had balls in my life. And there's a lot that I thought I could do. However, this young individual, and let me keep it real. I was gonna go in. If he ain't answer me, However, this young man said, "Nah, I'm coming on, and I'm gonna see what you got to say, and I'm gonna see if your viewership like my answers." So, without further ado, give me another station identification. I'm going to bring on Jhamar Youngblood. I'm grateful for him coming on and spending his time with me this evening. As am I for Sheila Montague. Rodney's going to be on with me as well. So we're trying to get everybody. This is a platform for everybody. You can come on and express yourselves. And before I bring on young brother Youngblood, I'm a graduate of St. Benedict's Prep, and tomorrow we will lay to rest Bernard Green. He was called our dean of discipline. He was called our dean of students or whatever, what have you, but he was a father figure, uncle figure, whatever figure for all of us for about 25 or 30 years. And I just want to do my due diligence and say love, peace, and respect to Mr. Bernard Green. He damn sure shaped my life. And I know at least 300 other brothers that I share whose lives he shaped as well. So rest in peace, Mr. Green. We love you. We respect you. And there will be nobody like you. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring on Mr. Jhamar Youngblood. Peace and respect.
What's up, man? Why you?
Peace and respect, brother. What's going on?
I'm chilling, man. Why you was gonna go in on me, man?
Hey, listen, you know what? All I'm gonna say is cause you me. Cause you me. Cause you me. That's why. And it's not a negative thing. I just want you to understand this, man. I respect and admire what you're trying to do and what you may do and what you're going to do. And with youth, sometimes we don't have all of the intellectual capacities often to deal with the how do I say the jungle that we're getting ready to jump into. We always sacrifice ourselves for the jungle that we're getting ready to jump into. And one of the things that I respect about you is that you did it with data. Now, the reason why I say that matters is because I'm a teacher. I have been for 20 years. So if you know anything about education, you know, they always point data matters, you know. So, you know, I just want, you know, some time with you. I'm glad you responded. You look good, young man. Do me a favor, man. Tell the viewership who you are, what inspired your candidacy, and why you're running.
All right, but first, can I just give a quick retort to what you just said?
Whatever you want, man. This is your
All
time.
right, all right. So I'm 38, and people are talking about youth, but the average age of the Black Panthers was like 19.
Yes, Bobby Hutton was 16 when he was murdered. I know.
So it's just like I'm thinking about it, and then we allowed Cory Booker to come in here and be elected at 36, and he's not even from here. So when people try to put the youth tag on me, I'm like, I'm 38, guys. I'm 38. Like, I'm 38 years old. I understand.
Martin and Malcolm were killed at those ages. Martin, Malcolm, and Medgar were killed at those ages. Yes.
And look how much they've done before that. So it's like I'm 38. If you look at the historical context, like I'm seasoned and I'm ready. So that's all I got to say, because people like to say that a lot. But to your question, Newark native, born in Clinton Avenue, right across the street from Lincoln Park down here. I lived there until I was 12, and then after that, it was just like we lived in an apartment building. So after that, it's just chasing Section 8 housing. So then we go from apartment buildings to homes. So, you know, if you lived in a building for 12 years and then they got Section 8 housing where you can go live in a house now.
Word.
So I'm just like, I lived in the West Ward, the South Ward. I had a granddad that stayed in the North Ward. So I've been around. I had a mother. My mother had five younger. Let me see. I have five younger sisters. So I'm the oldest of all the sisters.
So it's you. You don't email.
I'm the only dude.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm the only dude.
Are you serious?
Bro.
So is you and five sisters or four sisters?
Yep.
How
five
does that
sisters. Me and five sisters. But then I got two sisters on my dad's side. And then I didn't have a consistent male figure in my life because all the men in my life was selling drugs or on drugs, you know. So in many sense, or like in many
Who's your
senses,
dad?
it was like my dad is from Elizabeth, New Jersey. And my mom, so my mom is from Newark, my dad is from Elizabeth. But where they were from is really close. It's just you hop on 1 and 9 because I'm from right there on Clinton Avenue in the beginning of 21 that turns into 1 and 9. And then my dad's side, exactly. My dad's side, his family lived right off of 1 and 9. So as soon as you get into Elizabeth, it's like right there. So there was times when I was younger, I was catching a bus from Elizabeth to Newark by myself. I'm talking about like second grade, bro. Second grade. So again, I'm a product of Newark Public Schools, went to Louise A. Spencer. I was in the gifted and talented program, and they had a program, or St. Benedict's had a program where they were taking kids from the gifted and talented program to St. Benedict. So I ended up going to St. Benedict's for 1 year for 7th grade. So I was the LD at St. Benedict's.
All right. So he didn't hit my St. Benedict's nerve. So.
Yeah.
He already know. Benedict, stand up. Whatever hurts my brother hurts me.
You get it. So again,
go ahead, bro.
Yeah, bro. So you gotta understand. Now I'm at St. Benedict's. I'm playing lacrosse. I'm playing soccer. I'm opened up to a whole new world. And then after that, I think the St. Benedict's experience really opened me up to like the other side of the world. And I was like, wow, like there's other things out there in this world. So I end up going to St. Benedict's for a year. I tried to get a scholarship for basketball. They wasn't really buying it. So St. Patrick's in Newark, St. Patrick's in Elizabeth, they had a big basketball program too. So they was like, okay, we're going to give you a scholarship. So I'm living in Newark, going to school in Elizabeth, catching a bus every day. You know what I'm saying? So I go to St. Pat's, I graduate, I go to Monmouth University for finance, end up transferring to Rider University because basketball reasons or whatever. And graduated from there, again, all paid for, scholarship, basketball. So I'm from Newark. I don't have many people in my family that's able to pay for college, but I knew that if I keep going to these parks and if I keep developing my game, I can increase my value to get an athletic scholarship. I did that. I
Mm.
did that. You know what I mean? So I
I'm gonna
and I
dunk
knew
on
that.
you later. I'm gonna dunk on you later.
Yeah.
Man, if I try to rise up, I'll probably break my ankles. I'll be out of work for 2 years.
So
My knees start, man, just to get out of bed, my bones crack. Boy, man. Hey, look. I'm sorry, bro. Thank
nah,
you.
you good. Nah, you good. Like I'm gonna wrap it up for you.
Yeah,
So
man. Thank you, man. Go ahead.
I graduate undergrad, finance degree or whatever. Then I'm like, okay, I want to go to grad school. So I end up going to an Ivy League school, Dartmouth College in New Hampshire. I'm
Woo.
studying. Yeah, yep. So I went to Dartmouth College in New Hampshire. The program or the my graduate studies was called globalization studies. So I'm just studying how local governments operate around the world.
Mm-hmm.
And right, so I finished up my time there. I lived in Boston for a year. I lived in Brooklyn for a year, and then I came back to Newark in 2015, and I've been here since. So most of my life has been spent living in Newark.
Okay, so you want to know what really, this gonna sound corny. Youngblood, that name, that last name. What what does it mean to you?
Listen, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. As foundational Black Americans or Native Black Americans, however people want to call
This
us,
boy
it's
just
like
got my vote. This boy just got my vote. Go ahead,
Listen,
man. I'm go ahead, man. Go ahead.
listen, you have to understand that. You have to understand that, like, so much of my history is not like I don't understand it, but also I don't care to understand it because it gives me a clean slate. It gives me a clean slate to like go off and do whatever I want to do in this world rather than like think about my lineage and what my great granddad was. I don't have an attachment to Youngblood. I just know that it was a unique last name. And when I was younger, growing up in Newark, people gravitated towards me to my last name. And then you add that to the fact that my mother named me Jhamar and she put an H in front of it.
H in front of it. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
So now I'm a Black kid in America named Jhamar Youngblood, and my mother would send me out in this society every day, like you can do anything you want to do in this world. So I'm just going out every day with love, with confidence, with a unique name, knowing that I'm not like no one else. So if you look up the name Youngblood, some people say it's German, some people say it's from a Cherokee tribe. I don't get too caught up in it because like it don't define who I am, but I'm grateful that it's such a unique name that it just makes me feel unique. So I think it helped me a lot.
Hey, God, boy, man, what the fuck, boy? Where you work at again? You got a doctorate? No, man.
One day.
One day. Hey, man, this is to hell with the questions, man. This is gonna take off, organically. What is your purpose for service?
My purpose for service is for me it's pretty simple. Again, I just told you, I grew up, every single man in my life was a drug dealer or a drug addict, right? My mother had me, she was 17. I think my dad was 15. And she told me something like that. And mom, if you listening, please don't, because sometimes my mother she get a little uncomfortable when I share some of that, some of our history. But she told me that my dad was like, when she told him he was pregnant, no, when she told him she was pregnant, he was like, so what are you telling me for? So I always so I think about that, like I don't have nothing to lose in this world. Like I wasn't brought in this world out of love. Like I wasn't brought in this world out of love. And the fact that I was able to make it out of the same situations that so many of our youth are dealing with now, and I made it to 38. I went to an Ivy League school. I got all this education in this perspective of what's out there outside of Newark. I feel like my purpose is to help our youth understand that there's more to life other than just Newark. Because when you grow up in Newark and you think and you only see Newark, it's such a limited perspective. So if I can go in and I can be the mayor and use that influence to tell our kids that there's so much more out there, y'all got to dream big. Anything y'all want to do, y'all could do it. The same love that my mother poured into me, I want to pour into the youth, bro. So I feel like that's my purpose. I got so many friends that's just dead. That was just like people I looked up to as like big brothers, as OGs, as mentors. They're dead. So I'm looking at that like, wow, I am lucky. I am fortunate. I gotta give this energy back to our youth.
Fuck you, man. You just made me like you. Damn, man. I was damn. I ain't want to like you. You honest ass. You's an honest ass. You don't know how to be nothing else, do you?
That's all I know.
That's all. God damn it.
That's all
boy,
I know, bro. It's just...
I'm about to shut the damn screen down. Bye. Not Felicia. No. Brother, I gotta get into these questions, man.
Yeah, do your thing, man.
We 15 minutes in, and organically we just been. Hey, man, listen. So let me ask you this. I want to get into your skin a little bit with this.
Yeah.
All right. So you have this desire to lead New Jersey's largest municipality with the most people. What in your repertoire of understanding and experiences gives you the audacity to say that I could lead New Jersey's largest city?
That's a great question.
What are your experiences, Jhamar?
Yeah, that's a great question. So it's two things. The first thing is we are in a crisis right now. And I understand how we only supposed to talk about the positives in the attempt to make Ras Baraka look good. It's like, only talk about the positive. This a black city is led by a black man. Only speak about the positives. I swear I understand that. But the reality is that we are in a crisis. And a lot of our kids are failing. A lot of our residents are poor. So that's one thing that I'm just looking at. And I'm just like, wow, no one is really speaking up on this. More people need to speak up on this fact that we're in a crisis. The second thing is we are New Jersey's biggest city and is led by black and brown people. Right. So I'm just thinking about that. I'm like, wow, we have so much potential. Can you imagine? Like, can you just imagine if New Jersey's biggest city lead this whole state in developing a clean government, a clean government, and showing truly how to take care of his residents as black and brown people? So I'm just like, number one, no one is like out there publicly admitting or vocalizing that we are in an actual crisis besides our black woman that goes, our black elders that go to the city council meetings. Those are the only people that's vocally outspoken about us being in a crisis. The second thing is our potential. And if black and brown people can lead New Jersey and is in our largest city, I just think that opportunity is just like, we can't take that for granted as black and brown people, because not a lot of black and brown people in this country have the resources and partnerships and access that we have in Newark. We got to we have to take advantage of that.
Well, bro, you got me when you said foundational black Americans. I understood.
You get it, bro. You get it.
And what I respected about it was that it wasn't negative. It was from a position of consciousness.
Yep.
A good friend of mine, Kevin Jenkins, always tells me an opinion without context is dangerous. And at 38, young brother, you have some context. So respect to you for that. What I want to ask you, Jhamar, is, you know, you bring youth and you bring energy to this campaign, and so did a lot of other people. However, what we're dealing with, Jhamar, is a very serious fiscal issue in the city of Newark. What understanding about budgetary processes do you have that will help Newark get out of the dependency of the state and balance its budget and produce one on time after 12 years?
So the first thing we spoke about is my honesty, bro. It's like I don't feel good swindling people. I don't feel good manipulating people. Like it just doesn't make me feel good. I don't want anything that bad
Mhm.
if I have to manipulate people. Like even this position, if I gotta manipulate people for a vote, I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I don't want to do it. So I think the first thing is admitting the fact that we are in a crisis or we are in a deficit. I think that's the first thing. And right now, what's going on, you have you have administrations that want to swindle the books and do manipulative tactics to make our budget seem balanced when it's really not.
Mhm.
So if we're not outspoken and honest about the fact that we're actually mismanaging money or we're in a financial crisis, I think that's dangerous and that's something that I don't want to do. The second thing is one of my biggest skills is bringing the smart is attracting really, really, really intelligent people. As a mayor, my job is to, yes, manage the budget, but it's also to create a vision and it's also to hire the right people and hold people accountable. I need a big team, bro. I need a team of really intellectual people. And let's just say I hire someone that's really good at budgeting, and that's just what they do. That's just what their focus is. That's just what their profession is. Then we rely on them for that particular aspect of our budget. I understand enough to know what needs to be done. I know I
Mhm.
can't do everything by myself, but I know that I can attract the right people and recruit the right people to get the job done.
Mhm.
But I think it start with us being honest, and that's something that we haven't been doing for a while. And again, if everything was going well, I would not be the right candidate right now for the moment because it'll be like, oh, he's too inexperienced, but things are not going well. So we need transparency, we need integrity, we need compassion. We need more of the soft skills right now in our city than those technical skills that everyone is saying historically, this is what you need to be the mayor. I'm just saying where I lack, I can recruit. I know that for a fact because I have been doing it already.
Okay, so all right, let's put a pin in that right there. Okay. Um I need to ask two other questions, but the third one after the two will bring that one back home. So I'm asking you, based off of what I've been able to research and understand about you, you give a damn about budgetary prowess, and you just admitted to our audience that you would develop the greatest team ever to help deal us out of this. But Newark is fucked, and you know that. How do you propose? Where do you go, Jhamar Youngblood, to deal with that fact? Where do
We
you
just got to
go? Where do you go to deal with our bond rating and all of those different things, young brother? What do you
listen. What listen, check this out. What I want to tell you is this.
Mhm.
My entire life living in Newark, I've been experiencing residents who say we're fucked. Like, with
Mhm.
all due respect, like whether I'm about to lose my house, whether I'm about to be evicted, it's like it's always something. but we always figured out a way to get through it, is what I'm trying to say. So we have a certain level of resiliency that I just love about Newark residents, and that's what I'm going to bring in the city hall. So yes, we are struggling, but there's so much opportunities, bro. We have an airport, we have Prudential, we have a whole transit system. Like, we have everything we need to be one of the biggest cities in this world. But what we don't have is the ingenuity. We don't have the competence. We do
What do you
like
mean?
we
All right, so when you say
yeah.
ingenuity and competence, Jhamar, what do you mean?
All right, let me give you one idea, right? So we have
Okay.
Prudential right there. We have NJIT, we
Mm-hmm.
have Audible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand government spends so much money on software just to manage their systems from the day to day?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we, as the city of Newark, go to Prudential and say, Prudential, we want to create one inclusive software that can run the whole government, right? And we want to work with you to create it. And we partner and we build the software. And basically, if it works for us, we want to work with you to go out to other municipalities and sell it. That's billions of dollars every year that we can generate just by building one inclusive piece of software that can run the entire
But
city.
Jhamar, you and I are nerds. We are
Yeah.
like, we go deep diving into understanding information. The average Norker doesn't understand that. How are you going to create the buy-in to support you and maneuver to do what you need to do?
So let me ask you a
I
question.
agree with you. I agree with
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
So
Let me
how are
ask you
you
a
going to
question.
make that a reality?
Do you believe out of the 305,000 residents that, like, do you believe that there are 15,000 intellectual residents out there in our city? Like, do
I
you
believe
genuinely
that there are
believe that?
more. I believe that
Okay,
there are more.
okay. All right. Our mayor won with 14,000 votes out of 165,000 registered voters. You don't need a lot of people to create massive change in our city. So that's
But
what I'm trying to tell you,
all
is
right,
that
so I'm with
you
you
only
on that.
need a small group of people to create really big change in our city. So even the people who don't understand it, they're going to benefit from the 15,000 who truly do.
But my thing is, Jhamar, what you're fighting is an uphill battle of apathy. And I know because I've been there. I ran for school board. I ran for
It's
Westwood Council. I
2026,
get
bro.
it.
I understand. It's a new day, is what I'm trying to say. Is that we have to keep trying. Maybe I'm the next version of you, but we have to keep trying. Just because you
No,
fell, that don't mean
I,
that we all
I,
gonna fail.
I'm, bro. I'm not against what you're saying. Please don't think that. Please.
No, I
Don't.
know.
What
Listen,
I'm
I'm
saying
just
to
making
you is,
content. We just making content.
oh,
That's
you
all.
in there? I don't know what Brother Youngblood is. We was having a great conversation. Brother Youngblood, you there?
Wait, did it
Brother Youngblood.
freeze?
Yeah, I thought it froze. You there? Oh man, it kicked him out. If he could come back in, Brother Jhamar Youngblood, we was in the middle of a deep exchange. I hope he could come back in. Hold on, I'm gonna text him right now. I'm texting him now. Oh, there he is. 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 My man. All right.
Technical difficulty.
Here we go.
Technical
It's all right.
difficulties. My bad.
Man, I don't care. We gonna take this all night. Once again, Jhamar Youngblood, your host, Voice of the People United Community Forum, Anton Wheeler. Unfortunately, we have some technical difficulty, but we at the almost at the 30-minute mark. But I'm gonna keep this brother as long as I can keep him. It's good for me, it's good for him, and it's good for the show. But anyway, what I'm saying to you, man, is that I appreciate your exchange, but you're just one individual that has to manage to deal with a legislative body, and you have some very realistic and attainable ideas. However, those realistic and attainable ideas aren't a part of some people's politics. What are you going to do with that?
Listen, I am someone who is not like I'm not financed by anyone. So I'm trying to say what we have in Newark right now is a chance to really put someone in office who is truly for the people. Because we know historically, whoever you are financed by, those are the people who control you. I am not financed by anyone. So with that, I'm saying that if I yeah, go ahead.
All right, so you don't have a relationship with Andy Kim?
No,
You don't have a relationship with Cory Booker?
no.
You don't have a relationship with Ray Chambers?
Ray Chambers. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about Ray Chambers now. Let's talk about
My
Ray
name is
Chambers
Tom Will.
now.
I do my homework.
No,
Let's
I
rock.
appreciate that. Let's talk about so listen, that relationship with Ray Chambers is non-existent because of who I am. Like, look at me, bro. Like, I'm talking about FBA. Like, look at my hair. Like, you know the type of person that Ray Chambers would more likely like
But do you
support
have
and
a
help.
relationship with him?
Is not listen is it's not a real relationship. Basically, he no
Jamar,
no is I'm
Anton is
it's
fuck
not
Leonard.
real, bro. It's
Fuck
not.
Leonard.
I'm telling
Anton is
you,
asking you,
it's
Jamar,
it's
do
not
you have a
real,
do you have a political Nork infused relationship with Raymond Chambers?
bro. Listen, man. What I want to try and tell you is that I know a lot of truth about everything, and I've experienced a lot. But let me just tell you that I am someone who I'm not going to kiss nobody ring. So if it's Ray Chambers, if it's whoever it is, I'm not kissing their ring. So I have a relationship on the elevator, on basically on the ground floor with Ray Chambers. There's some people I know that have a relationship at the 13th floor. I'm not kissing nobody ring to get to the 13th
But
floor.
it doesn't. There's nothing wrong if you do.
All right, whatever. Listen. Let me be real.
There's nothing wrong if you do, Jamar.
Nah, whatever. Because listen, let me be real. I emailed Ray Chambers and I told him I'm running for city council, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess who? He put me in a room with Peppers. He put me in like this was 2 years ago. He put me in a room with Peppers and a white woman. And then I'm sitting in there, I'm sitting in this meeting and whatever, right? I'm sitting in this meeting and they're just sitting there grilling me, bro. They're grilling me, and I'm just like, they basically telling me that, like, yo, look at you. Like, honestly, like the vibe was just that, like, yo, I'm taking this meeting because of Ray Chambers. So after that, that's when, right after that, that's when the relationship ended. After and then Peppers had promised me to meet with a bunch of people. He basically ghosted me, and then 2 years later, he's running for at large. So I'm saying that was 2 years ago. That's the last time I spoke to Ray Chambers was 2 years ago when he put me in a room with a white woman and Peppers, who's running for at large right now. So yes, I do know Ray Chambers because we partner on some software for the Board of Education and Westside High School and
Mm-hmm.
Newark Board of and like Newark Public Schools. But
Mm-hmm.
no, don't listen. People don't want to support me. I'm too honest and I'm too transparent and I'm too direct. These people don't want to like work with me.
Yeah, man. Like, I just, I could have asked some seasoned veterans, and there's probably only one other person that would have answered my question, and she runs for Central Ward, like you just did.
Mhm.
With respect to you, man, I just want to say that, everybody asks me what I'm doing, what I'm interested in, what I'm running for. I'm running for my life. And evidently, you put your credibility and your life on the line, and you're running for your life to run for mayor of the city of Newark. So at the end of the day, I got four more questions, and then we could just chop it up if you don't mind.
Mhm.
The third question I got for you is why you? Why should the city of Newark bank on you?
Because we are in a crisis, and I think I'm the candidate with the most audacity to try to get us out to try to get us out of this crisis. I think everyone else just want to put patches on what we're going through. I want to say, listen, let's start from the bottom and let's rebuild this thing and let's rebuild this thing. I'm not trying to put patches on nothing. So many things are broken inside City Hall. Yo, do you understand how many messages I get of the things that are wrong with our city? I'm convinced at this point I know everything that's wrong. And people think I'm out there exposing people. I'm like, I'm sharing 2% of what I know. So I'm just trying to say, if we go into City Hall and we listen to residents and we listen to the people who've been here, who understand what's going wrong, then I'm just trying to say, let's start from the bottom and let's build this thing back up. There isn't another candidate who's talking like that, because that is what we need right now. We don't need patches. We don't need people who are trying to reform. We need a whole transformation of what's going on. And then only because I think if we get it right here, we can inspire the rest of the world. Like we don't have anything to lose. We might as well go out swinging, try to hit a home run.
Jay, you saying that with your youthful and don't.
I'm 38. I'm 38.
I know, man, I'm 50. I get what you're saying.
38.
I hear you. I'm 50. What I'm saying to you is I've been where you are. And I don't want to say youthful naivete, but brother, there's been a countless young men who's had your energy before.
Like who? Like who? Name them. Let's name them.
The current mayor.
And who? And okay, who financed his campaign?
The people of Newark.
What I'm saying. Go look his. All right, now
no, Jhamar. Just listen, bro. I'm not being negative.
I know. Listen, I'm just saying I get passionate about this. So when people
I know,
say
and let's rock,
like we got to be real about it.
And let's get passionate together.
Yeah, let's do it.
You talking to the first black motherfucking president of student government at Montclair State University, was a predominantly white institution.
What year was that?
That was what the fuck did I go to college? 1999. Yeah, 1999. So that was about that year, that time. So what I'm saying to you is I get what you're saying, and I get what you're on the precipice of. Okay, and I was going to save this for my 6 or 7 question. But now, clearly you may be in a runoff. What do you do with that?
After we get into the runoff, then
I believe, let me explain. I believe for the first time in a very long time, you and your candidacy will force a runoff for the mayoralship of the city of Newark. What are you prepared to do with that, Jhamar?
Listen, after I get into the runoff, is no more intuition, no more vibes, no more ancestors. I want to call in the big guns. Whoever the big guns are, I want to say, listen, big guns, we have an opportunity right here. So I need all of the intellectual power I can get. See, look at Deborah Salters. See, listen, Deborah Salters, I haven't attacked you at all this entire time I was campaigning. I have so much love for you. Please stop. You and Sheila, I see y'all taking cheap shots. Please stop. I'm begging y'all. Please stop.
Well, Jhamar, what if, and I've interviewed Deborah and I've interviewed Sheila before. I have love for all of you. What if I could get the three of you on and have a decent discussion of ideas?
No, they just gonna attack me, bro. And again, this is why I didn't feel comfortable running that last Central Ward race. Like seriously,
why did you run an Central Ward? Because that was gonna be one of my other questions.
Because, bro, I didn't feel comfortable because it's like, it's 2 elder women, right? It's 2 elder women. And I'm just like, do I have to really be truthful about
But you ran, Jhamar. You ran.
I was the first one to announce I was going to run, Anton. I was the first one. I wasn't playing no political games. Once I saw LaMonica leave, I said, you know what? This is a sign for the universe, right? Mr. Willer, you need to be honest with this man. That's another woman that called me. All these people, she called me. And sir, you called me on Facebook. You called me on Facebook talking about how you need Roz to go. So don't be like, that's what, I'm done with these people, I'm trying to help the residents of our city. No more phony talk with y'all. I'm done with y'all. If y'all not with helping the residents of Newark, Don't talk to me. Don't comment. Don't do nothing because I'm fed the fuck up. Like I'm dead ass. So back to the point is women, I'm just like, do I gotta be honest about the information that I'm hearing? And I have to like go against women. It just made me feel uncomfortable. So when I see stuff from Deborah, when I see stuff from Sheila, I'm like, I don't want to talk about the information that I know about y'all. I just told you I was raised around all women. So I'm just like, I'm not about to do that with y'all. So that's why I don't want to do it, because they've been taking shots for me for so long. And I'm just like, I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right,
I'm about to
so
run. Yeah, go ahead.
listen, what I've in our exchange, man, and what I've come to appreciate about you, especially with regards to you and I having this discussion, and me telling you was like, why you want to come for me, whatever, and we could laugh it off or whatever. I think that you could do the same with a lot of other people. What I am curious about though is, I just asked you, and I just explained to you, you may have forced a runoff for the mayoralship of Newark for the first time in maybe 3 decades. I can't readily put it in my head and say what's so, but what are you going to do with that? How are you going to build bridges when you have the concerns that you have, Jhamar? You just
Bro,
said,
listen, this is not my government. This is the people's government. If y'all want Sheila in there, if y'all want
Jhamar, I'm saying Anton Wheeler said, I interviewed Noble. I'm going to interview Sheila. I interviewed Deborah. I got love for all of them. If there is someone that may force a runoff, it may be you. How are you going to use that reality to garner the support of the other people, of the other 7 or 8 people that are in this race? Not against you, but for this city.
Listen, bro, I just said, and can you please, like, is there a way you could take those comments off of those screens? Because they pop up and I react, because a lot of these people are people who tried to be cool with me. And now, like even Deborah Salters, you approached me in the park one day. You approached me about this, about joining your team. I never said this before. You did that, Deborah. So it's like, stop. Like, I need to stop playing with me. I'm fed up. I'm really just trying to help the people in our city. Anywho, this is y'all government. If y'all want Deborah, if y'all want Sheila, if y'all think they can do great inside City Hall, then I'm open to it, because if that's what the people want, that's what I'm going to deliver. But at the same time, I'm not going to kiss nobody ass, bro. Like, I'm not going to kiss nobody ass or manipulate anyone for this position. Like, I felt like my ancestors and my elders, I feel like this is a calling from them. This is above me, bro. That's why all the petty stuff usually don't get to me until now when I'm talking to you. That's my point. You brought this energy out of me. I didn't show people this side of me. The only person that probably know this side of me is Queen, where she's seen this like this other side of me where I'm really, really intense. I tried to be nice. I tried to be peaceful. I tried to joke. We are all for him, but he get angry for no reason. We are all the people in the city. See, now she trying to gas.
Not Jhamar. You gotta deal with it. This is what it is. You can't be thin-skinned, and I'm gonna help you.
It's not thin-skinned. It's just that I care about our people, bro. That we are in a crisis, and I gotta deal with petty stuff. How, like, why do I have to deal with petty, like, comments from people when we are in a crisis?
Jhamar,
that's all I'm asking you.
Jhamar, I'm telling you, I've answered you. You are seeking to become the CEO of New Jersey's largest municipality.
And I'm going to defend the people, bro. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm here to defend
but what
our
I'm
people.
saying to you is that comes with shit. I work for Sharp James, bro.
It could come with it, bro.
It comes with shit. But that Jhamar, what I'm saying to you is, I'm with you. Don't lose me, because when you lose me, you're fucked. Now,
you started this. You started this when you was attacking me.
I know I'm not attacking you.
You started this while saying you wanted to attack
Jhamar,
me.
if you feel that I'm attacking you, I
not
apologize.
now, bro. Now, listen. Now you're not attacking me,
Jhamar. If you thought that any of my questions or my diction was an attack on you, I apologize.
Nah, you good, bro. You good.
And to say that is me being a man at 50, because I really don't give a fuck. But me
Same.
being a man at 50, I understand what needs to be done to inspire those that come after me and bring out genuine dialogue. I've learned from the era of my ways. What I'm trying to help you understand is everybody ain't going to see it the way you do, but you still can work with those people that don't.
I agree with that, bro.
And I'm with you on a lot of what you saying.
I agree with that.
You got the energy. I don't want to do this shit. I get out of bed, my bones crack. Man, shit. So what I'm asking you though is you can't. Okay. So I'll go to my next question. I'll go to my fifth question. All right, and I think this will loosen and break everything up. I asked you why should Newark bet on you, and you gave an answer. What is your number one priority? Fuck you, Kevin. What is your number one priority if you're elected mayor of the city of Newark?
My number one priority is to make sure our money is managed appropriately and transparently and honestly. Like at the end of the day, you got to understand this is the public money, whether it's grants, whether it's taxes, whether it's revenue from different city services. I need to manage that because we don't have city services if we don't have revenue. So I need to build that relationship with the public to say your public money is managed transparently and honestly. That's the first thing, because historically it has not been managed that way. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing. We need to rebuild the relationship between our residents and City Hall. That's the first thing, bro. That's the first thing. Because if that relationship is not together, then our city is just going to be ran off allegations, because right now everything is allegations. And again, wait. Can I say something? Hey, listen, everyone that's listening, I swear, everything is fine. It's just I'm at a point now where I really want to help our people, and I'm distracted by so many different things, and I gotta act like everything is fine, and I gotta keep my words to myself. Y'all think I'm outspoken, but I'm saying 2% of the things that I actually know. Y'all don't understand how many phone calls I get, how many like emails I get, how many text messages I get. We are in a crisis. And for people that like play these petty games with me, I'm fed up. I'm stepping up to try to help our city. So I need y'all to protect me. I'm focused. Every day I'm focused. This is all I think about. Don't ever think I'm focused because I just like crash out for a split second, but I'm also from Newark, just like all of y'all. Don't think nobody just gonna be up here bullying me or saying whatever they want to me, especially when I'm trying to help our people. Yeah, I need to check them people that's trying to come at me for wanting to help the people. Okay, we back, Anton.
Nah, hey, my man, I told you, this your platform for the night. I like where this is going, man. I mean, and I appreciate your candor. And just like Queen said, you're a human being. You have your passions. You have your views about how you believe the people in your city should be treated. So I'll go here. Okay, hypothetically, well, no, I shouldn't. Hypothetically, you get elected. July 1st, you swearing in, blah, blah, woo, woo. What are your first appointments if you get elected?
I seen some pictures today, bro, of the conditions of those rooms, those conference rooms in City Hall, and it's sad, bro. It is really sad. Like that building is not well. I'm hearing that building is getting people sick. Like, and most of our public don't even know about this. I can't even expose that. I can't even expose some of the stuff I know because people will say, or people would know who sent me that stuff. So yeah, stay professional. I know, stay focused. I'm sorry, y'all, but
Man,
I
this your
know,
show. This is
I
this a
know.
real show. We on everything you would think of. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook,
Word.
YouTube. Do what you got to do, man. Talk your talk.
I know, but y'all got to understand that politics in Newark is different from politics everywhere else in this world. So I understand. I understand it could be interpreted as me having thin skin, but we are in a crisis. Again, we are in a crisis, and we need to be looking at this election through the lens of we're in a crisis. And if y'all don't want to admit that we're in a crisis, then you probably aren't for me or whatever. But we are in a crisis. Our kids need help. People living in crazy conditions. It's like we are in a crisis. That's why I get so passionate about this. But City Hall conditions is not well, man. Like our City Hall conditions are not well. The people who are responsible for cleaning the streets are not well. Um, the budget is not well. So the first thing is we got to do an audit. So I need to figure out our BA situation, because that's probably the most important role outside of the mayor in the city is the BA.
And the
So
chief of staff, the BA and the chief of staff, definitely. Yes.
the BA and the chief of staff for sure. But man,
I was
so
fortunate enough when I was an aide to Sharp, man. I had the greatest chief of staff in history. I had Cheryl Johnson. Cheryl Johnson probably was the greatest chief of staff to ever come through the city of Newark.
who are you appointing? That's the thing. They want to get messy. Listen, I hear a lot of things, and I know there are so many. Let me see. How can I word this without getting anyone in City Hall in trouble?
It don't matter. Say what the hell you gotta say.
Nah, I'm not, because retaliation. Nah, I'm not, because retaliation is real. Let's just say that there are many intelligent people in City Hall who support me, and I know who they are. So let's just say that I know where the talent is inside City Hall. I know the people working in City Hall who care about our city and who are intelligent. Those are the first people that I'm gonna go after and say, let's get this thing right together. So I'm not about to be out there and be messy, but there are so many intelligent people in City Hall that, yeah, Anton, you want to be my chief of staff? What's up? What's up? What's good? You got all the answers. You got all the answers.
Well,
yeah,
I've had
Queen,
some
that's a good
experience.
idea, Queen.
I've
I
had
like
some
that.
experiences, young brother.
Now you
I've had
50
some-
years old. You 50 years old. You got the experience. It's Anton.
Yeah, I'm 50 years old. I've died for 8 minutes. Yeah, bro. God brought me back. It's
Word.
different. My life is different than yours, but love is love, man. And this is about you right now, and this is about your
Word.
ideas and your ideologies, man. And I will never take that from you. I'm just,
But
damn,
if you the
we at
right
hour
person for
mark.
the role, if you the right person for the role, you the right person for the role, Anton. And
Respect to you.
especially, right? Especially if the people want it, because this is the people's government. And again, this is another thing I want to do. I want to allow the people to help me make some of these decisions. I want to decentralize the decision making in our city, because it's not all about me. This is y'all government.
But Jay, you say that, right?
Mhm.
But as a chief executive of a major municipality that's worth about $700 million, it Jay, it doesn't, Jamar, it doesn't work like that. Politically, idealistically, it may in your head, but I'm here to help and tell you, bro.
So let me explain something to you, Anton. Like
I'm
seriously,
listening.
right?
Okay.
The fact that y'all give the mayor so much like authority is why this corruption continues to happen. You don't you don't think these people know how much power the mayor has?
Mhm.
Like you don't look, right? When Sharp James was out there
I work
talking
for
about,
Sharp.
okay,
I
you
work
work
for
for
Sharp.
Sharp. Okay, look, right? Look, right? You work for Sharp. So when Sharp James was talking about how great Newark is and how big the school budget is and how big our municipal budget is, you don't think people was watching like, wow, we need to get access to that government. Let's send Cory Booker in there. You don't think that was happening? You don't think people know how how much Newark is open for everybody to come in and exploit our city? You really don't believe that? I'm just trying to say, for the first time, let's just go in there and let's just say, you know what? Let the people run the city. Let's open up decision making to the people, the native Norkers, people like you who've been here, who understand, who got the context of what's wrong.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. People, like, listen, these people know you come into Newark to exploit this city. Everybody know that. That's the knock on Newark, and they know it is because we have weak officials who just care about boosting their own self-image, making themselves wealthy, like that. Like, we know it's true. I'm just trying to say, no, let's stop that. And let's decentralize our budget. Let's decentralize our people so more residents can have a say in how our government is ran. And it's only because I've seen it done. I went to grad school in Hanover, New Hampshire. They have a free form type of government, no mayor. They have a business manager, and the residents decide on contracts. The residents decide on budget. It's possible. And what we failed to realize in Newark, because we don't experience it, we believe something is not possible. I went out, I got the information. I'm coming back to tell Newark it's possible. So I understand it's idealistic, but we don't have nothing to lose. We might as well be idealistic. Harriet Tubman, she was idealistic. But we not, but no, when I want to be idealistic, it's a problem. Even though our ancestors, we got here today from being idealistic. So we going to stop now with Jhamar Youngblood? With all due respect to you, Anton, it's like we need to tap back into that because we are in a crisis. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so you've said that a number of times while we were talking, and I appreciate you being on this live with me for almost at the hour mark. What crisis are we in? Define it.
All right.
Define it all.
Listen, 80% of our, let me see, should I start there? All right, let's start here. Wages have remained stagnant. This is a fact, but the cost of living is rising and rising and rising. You understand that?
Brother, I just want you to talk about it. I know what it is.
All right, fair. Okay, fair, right? fair.
I need
right?
to ask the questions for you to talk about it.
Fair. So wages are stagnant. Cost of living is rising. 80% of Newark residents have to leave Newark to find work. By the time they come back home, let's just say at minimum it's 7:30. We're not even going to include the workers who have to work overnight, right? Kids are getting out of school as early as 1 o'clock these days. So from 1 a.m. to 9 p.m., 7:30, what are our kids doing? They don't have many programs. They just have a bunch of idle time with parents who are missing because they need to work multiple jobs to survive. Our kids do not have anything to do. They do not have any guidance. 50,000 people are getting evicted every year, or they have to foreclose on their homes. Capitalism is kicking Newark residents' ass. That's the crisis. We are overworked. We're overtaxed. That's the crisis. Like, we all know this. Most of our residents are freaking poor.
I got you. Don't worry about the comments, brother. They supposed to be.
And here's the thing. So the thing about them comments are all people who used to be in my inbox. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't do the phony things, like, right? Like, I don't do the things of like you trying to be cool with me, but then you looking for clout. I don't play that. And like, that's why I snap.
Cool.
So that's all.
Man, like I said, I'm grateful to have you on this evening. This is your platform for how much ever time you need it. Go. Say what
No, that's all, man. That's all. We're in a crisis, and the crisis is caused by capitalism and weak elected officials who are selling our city out and not really standing up for residents. That's a crisis to me.
Okay, so now I asked you to define that crisis. Now I need you, and I asked you a couple of times before, tell me how you're going to deal with that crisis.
I think we need to use our influence as elected officials in City Hall to create a new culture. a culture of honesty, a culture of transparency, a culture of compassion, a culture of hope, a culture of integrity, a culture of ingenuity. We need to get a lot of really, really bright people inside City Hall. The second thing we need to do, we need to be more creative and innovative with how we spend public money. We need to look at public money as investments.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to see, okay, if I spend $100,000 in this program, what is the financial, economic, what is the return on that $100,000? Let's not just allocate money to things just because we've been doing it the last 20 years. Let's look at our money as legit investments. So if it's $100,000, let's just say, okay, this $100,000 is going to help 300 kids go to an after school program. Then that's going to turn into them improving their resume. And then they're going to get internships and earning $20 an hour. Like, we need to be really like analytical with our public funds. And again, it's not just going to be me. It's going to be the whole, it's not the whole city, but as many residents as possible who want to have input on how these public dollars are spent.
All right. I just want to shout out the viewership. Thank you. Across all 3 platforms, we just hit 2,500. If I'm looking at the metrics right, 2,500 viewers or tuning in or have looked at or whatever. So thank you very much for your viewership. This is your host.
And people texted me telling me to calm down. I'm calm, yo.
Nah, I want them to go.
I'm calm. I'm just passionate. And I'm fed up, yo. Like, I'm really fed up because it's just like there's a lot of people out there that's full of crap and nobody calling them out. And if I gotta call them out, I'm gonna call them out because I don't have nothing to lose.
But at the end of the day, what I think you have in your momentum, what I admire about Sheila, what I admire about Deborah, what I admire about Noel, those individuals, and now I've gotten to have conversations with you that I know are running. It's just sheer tenacity to say, man, fuck the status quo.
Word.
And I respect that, also, in wanting to be the king or the queen, you got to call people out. So if that's what you're doing, that's what
I don't want to be no king or queen. I want to help our people. Ain't no king or queen.
What I mean by that is it's a political acumen. It's a political statement. It's not, it's just, I mean nothing by it. What I'm saying.
Listen, I know you mean nothing by it, but this is the culture I think we have to change. This is like a job interview. I am working for the people. It's no king or queen. We the intelligent people of Newark need to wake up and understand.
Do you know who Hugh J. Adonisio was?
Say it again.
Do you know who Hugh Adonisio was?
Yeah, I made a documentary about the history of Newark politics.
What did he say about being a congressman versus being mayor of Newark?
I just know he went to jail for being corrupt.
What did he say?
But please tell me. Share.
What he said was, why would I be amongst at the time it was about 380, when I could be the mayor of a municipality and have unbelievable patronage?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry, bro.
He said, why would I want to be in Congress, basically, when I could be mayor of a municipality such as Newark and have unbelievable patronage? Then you got to look at it from the perspective of it's about understanding power. See, that's my concern. I get what you're saying and all of the things that you want to do idealistically, but I have a concern about how you truly understand power works and what you may have to do to wield it to get what you want.
Anton, what do I have to do? Please teach me. What do I have to do?
I believe that you will have to understand beyond your current intellect.
Teach me right now.
I'm here with man. I told you I'm going to do it.
All right, let's go.
Win, lose, or draw. So what I'm saying to you is that one of the things that I had to understand was working for Sharp, as powerful as he was, he could have a Republican coming in one way and a Democrat coming out another because it was about Newark. It wasn't about his personal feelings. It wasn't about anything else. It was about whoever he needed to do business with, whether it was Jim Treppinger, whether it was Menendez, whoever it was, to get what Newark needed. Christine Todd Whitman, he did what he did for Newark, not for himself, not for, even when it came about it to the perspective of what would his base understand as politics. He was the political intellect. And he had to do things that, you know, the average person who supported him may not politically have understood, but they benefited from. So all I'm saying to you is that I'm not, you know, against your fervor or your idealism. I'm asking you, it's going to take a toll on you, young brother.
But Anton, listen, right? Words matter, right? So when you say
Yes.
it's going to take a toll on me, you are manifesting that. I'm telling you, right? Everything you just said, Sharp James said he's going to do. That's what I said I'm going to do. I'm going to work with whoever I need to work with on behalf of Newark residents. Like, that's my plan.
Mhm.
That's all I'm telling y'all. So it's just like,
I didn't say you didn't say anything of that. What I'm saying to you, Jhamar, is this. I am with that reality. What I'm saying to you is, do you understand the weight that you're trying to put on your shoulders?
I'm trying to put the weight on native Newarkers' shoulders. That's all I'm trying to say. Is like, I understand that I'm the face or whatever, but I'm just the voice. I'm an advocate of what you want. That is how the government is intended to work.
Gotcha.
Only thing I'm saying is that the government was designed to do one thing, and I am here to try to do it right. We had decades of people not doing it right. I'm just here to try to do it right. And listen, the culture in the city is so corrupt that when I say I'm going to try to do things right, guys, everybody is like, "Oh no, it's impossible, Jhamar. No, it's possible." Seriously, that's like that's
Right.
how messed up our culture is. That people are like, "No, you don't understand." I'm like, "No, I'm looking at the Faulkner Act. I see how it works. If you got somebody with the audacity and they're not greedy and they don't want to exploit people, we can get it done. And it would be beautiful if we get it done as Black and brown people. If we got the cleanest government in New Jersey, with all the history of corruption in New Jersey, oh, we're going to get so much attention, guys. And again, we have nothing to lose. We might as well try. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. So now, Newark in and of itself has, you know, garnered the ire of a lot of other municipalities around the state, especially for its spending. Whether it's the school board or the municipal government needing state infusions to balance aid and things of that nature. What is your present? If I asked you, or no, I'm asking you, give the current government a grade, good, bad, or indifferent, and tell me what would you fix about this government at the municipal level and the education level.
I'm going to say indifferent because I'm not trying to enrage the Ras Baraka supporters. So indifferent. What I would change is this, bro. This is a proposed dashboard of all government data, spending, performance, everything. I am proposing we truly build a quality relationship between the workers in City Hall and the workers in our city services and the residents of Newark. Everyone, listen, we need to stop playing games. I'm looking at the messages. I see the comments. Y'all know the customer service from our city sucks. Like, y'all know that. And if that's not the first thing we need to do, is to make sure the people that receive your public money are well-trained in customer service and actually serving y'all. If y'all don't think that's the most important thing that we need to do, then I don't know what to tell you. But if people are using your public money and having attitudes, that's bad. That's the start of the crisis.
I got you.
Like, that's
Bernard Clark, I'm sorry, Jhamar. I have to defend this. Bernard Clark, he was better than what you would have been if you was a man. So spin off top. Assalamu alaikum.
See,
Go ahead,
Anton,
Jhamar.
see,
I did what
Anton,
you just
you
did. I did what
understand.
you
Yeah,
do.
you
I got it.
understand. You get
Hey,
it.
man, you
You
know.
get it.
Hey, nah, but okay, so I want to get what you hear. You have what some people would say, real leftist liberal reality, even libertarian. And so in some circles, you would be considered a libertarian. Like, and that's why I was laughing. Like, I gotta talk to this bro, man, see what the hell going on in their head. What like, like what do you say to people who say you're gonna become like Mom Donnie or you gonna be like the dude in Baltimore? What
Bro, I'm gonna tell you what's funny about that is that 2 days ago, like a few days ago, I posted this on my Facebook. Somebody accused me of being a Trumper, right? And then the next day, somebody accused me of being a socialist. And I'm just like, I'm pissing every group off. I'm like, that is the perfect position to be in. And I tell everybody, Newark is not a democratic city, or let's say it shouldn't be. Newark shouldn't be a democratic city. Newark should be a Republican city. Newark should be a sensible city. We're nonpartisan. 40% of residents are independent in the city. We might as well act like it, truly act like it. So my point is that I'm not anything, bro. I'm just a kid not a kid. I'm 38 years old. I'm a 38-year-old man that grew up in Newark. I ended up getting an education and I came back to let Newarkers know, look at all the possibilities we have with our public government, right? I could be anything, bro. I don't care about those labels. I don't care about those labels, man. I just want to do the right thing for the city of Newark. Youngblood is nonpartisan. Yeah, Phil. See, listen, Phil. Listen, Phil. I like you, Phil, because some days you attack me, some days you like, and I never know what that do, Phil.
Hey,
But yeah, I'm
Jhamar, you do
nonpartisan.
understand that people not gonna agree with you, and they could be, then that's their right. You in the public realm, bro.
No, that's their right. But my point is, when you see me in private and you act one way, and then I see you online and you act another way, I'm just looking like that confuses me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm still working through things, but phoniness and inauthenticity, that confuses me. That's all I'm
Well,
just trying to say.
that's what Queen is telling me. I'm supposed to help you understand. I'll help you get
Yeah.
through it. Going through it's free of charge. White boys
Mhm.
charge about $10,000 a pop, but you can get it free, man. I'm a school teacher, man. I've been doing school education for 20 years, so I get it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And what I like, about is just your ability to bounce back. You could take a criticism and it's not completely personal. And you're willing to listen to someone that has some understanding, and you like show me. You like me. Like if you say A plus B is C, then show me.
Yep.
So, and what I want to really hone in on before we get out of here, man, is like you're saying we're in a crisis, and you say that the residents are going to help us get through this crisis, but that is led by the chief executive of this municipality.
Mhm.
What is I'm going to ask you again because I
Mhm.
didn't get the answer that I was looking for, even though you provided one. What is your number one priority, man?
My number one priority is transparency in government spending. Actually, my number one priority, I'm gonna get campaign on y'all because this is a political show. My slogan is ending corruption, cleaning streets, creating jobs. Do you have a follow-up question to that? Because like that's literally
Okay, so you say end the corruption. How you gonna do that?
full transparency, government spending, full transparency on contracts, full transparency on people's salaries, full transparency on how many hours this person put in this week that received your public dollars, full transparency on what they accomplished this week. We're going to hold these city agencies and city employees and nonprofits and whoever receives your public money, we're going to hold everyone accountable. That's how we end corruption.
Okay, so now you said keep the streets clean, but the city of Newark can't pay their sanitation workers. They have comp time, overtime that is owed to them, outdated, antiquated equipment. How are you going to do that?
Great question, Anton.
And wait. More importantly than that, I'm thinking about like they done got EV, electric vehicle garbage trucks. What stations do we have in the city of Newark to pay for those? So
I'm not trying to throw anyone off the what's the saying? Throw anyone off the whatever that saying
anyone
is.
under the bus. You ain't gonna throw
I'm not trying to throw
nobody
anybody under the bus, over the bus, off the bus, or nothing. Some of the stuff you hear is just not true. I'm not going to say it's not true. I talk to a lot of DPW workers, and what they tell me is that the information that's presented to the public and the information that they receive and the information that they see every day is not true. So with full transparency comes with making sure everyone is aligned. So residents know when they see something coming from City Hall that they believe is true, because right now that's not possible, or right now that's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
So building that trust is really, really important. When it comes to cleaning streets, we have to treat our DPW workers just as important as we treat our police and we treat our firefighters. I think that's the reality. Like that's just the reality, because they are just important. Having clean streets is the starting point for everything, for how you view your city, for how you view yourself, for crime, for poverty. Like if the streets are clean, I think our morale as residents in Newark would be higher. The second thing you asked, I feel like we gotta be innovative on work in Newark. Like there are a lot of people out there who are cleaning the streets without working for DPW. How can we incentivize them? Do we lower their property taxes? Do we give them vouchers to go get food, or do we give them alternative forms of currency to go use that work, or to convert whatever they received in for helping us clean the streets to actual value where they can go get medicine, food, clothing, and housing? We need to be innovative with how we think about jobs in Newark, and I feel like cleaning streets is probably the best place to start, because our streets are dirty. People need jobs, people need food, people need medicine, people need homes. Like, can we figure that out?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now we have this reality. And as far as it's concerned, the mayor and the city council aren't really engaged with the school board. However, we know that politics dictates differently. What would you do if elected mayor to deal with the issues at the Newark Public Board of Education, especially with regard to their spending and their hiring practices?
Only thing I could do is use my influence. The same thing I'm doing now. Look what I did today. Look what I did today, bro.
Show me. Show us.
Look, this is what I did today.
Hey, yo, I said that about 5 times. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hold up. My man, we do not own the rights to that music, but damn it, the world loves to see that image so we can know what we're really dealing with. Go ahead, Jhamar. Go ahead.
I'm saying that to say that I gotta use my influence to hold these people accountable. I have to also educate residents on what they should be looking for in the school board, on school board members, and a superintendent. That could be me doing a podcast, me doing a lesson to say, residents of Newark, here is what to look for when you're voting for these elections. That's all I'm trying to say. Use my influence as much as I can to wake up our residents. And again, Newark residents, we don't need that many people to change the course of direction in our city. Our current mayor got 14,000 votes in a city of 165,000 registered voters. That means a small group of Newarkers voted for this man to go do what he's doing to our city.
But it's the
That
same,
means,
Jamar.
yeah,
Jamar,
go ahead.
it's the same with the school board. 3,000 people decide what's going to be done with a $1.6 billion budget.
We have to increase it, Anton. We have to increase it. We have to make civic engagement cool, which is what I'm doing. There's so many people who never heard of Newark City Council meetings before me. It's so many people.
I'm gonna say this. Lisa Mitchelson Parker, Munira El Boumani, Donna Jackson, Gail Changefield Jenkins. I'm forgetting somebody. Oh my God,
Felicia,
Austin Sigler. They have been beating the council's ass for the past.
That's where I
10
learned
years.
it from. That's what I'm trying to say. That's who I'm inspired by.
Okay.
That's who I'm inspired by. And that,
Okay.
yo, people say I attack Roz. I just platform Black women. I'm giving Black women, Black elders a platform, and people say, Jhamar, you attacking Roz by giving, even Deborah Salters. I even gave Deborah Salters a platform. So it's just like, I'm giving Black women a platform because they inspire me. Their audacity inspires me. And I was watching on YouTube for a year before I even went up there and spoke. I was watching, I was inspired by a year. Even the video, there's a video Felicia asked me to send her of me a year before I decided, or me a year before the election. I'm watching Felicia on my iPad on a YouTube video. And I'm just like, and right at that point, I was really green, but I'm learning from them. And I transparently shared that. Felicia asked me to send it to her. And then Noble tried to troll me like, oh, he's not ready. That video was from 2 years ago, bro. I'm ready now because I learned, I put in the time, I listened to those women. So yes, they have been advocating. I took their energy, I channeled it up, and I'm presenting it as my own energy, and I'm inspiring a whole generation of Norkers right now.
Okay, so now, you're what I'm hearing, and which is okay, is that you're saying this is a generational thing.
Hell yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm a school teacher. Have been for 20 years. I've been an educator for 20 years. And what about your intellectual curiosity? Should Norkers understand is going to help them get out of their situation?
I listen. Like, one of my biggest skills is that I listen. Like, that's how I learn. Even how I got here today is me listening to everybody. People don't understand. I spoke to Darren Sharif, the former Central Ward council person. People don't understand. I spoke to Ron Rice. People don't understand. I talked to Kev Jenkins. People don't understand that I take phone calls with people. I listen to people. I meet with people. I listen, bro, and I'm just soaking in all of the information. I'm taking what makes sense and I'm using it. I'm a listener. That's my biggest skill, is that I listen to everybody. I listen to all the problems, all the ideas, and what feels right and what sits well with my soul are things that I use and I work with. So I'm always going to be intellectually curious, and I'm always going to be listening to everything. The name of my organization is called Our Newark, and that means that I believe Newark belongs to all of us. Every single ward, every single ethnicity, like, this is our Newark together. It's not just one group that dominates Newark. It's all of us. So everyone has a right to voice their opinions on how we can make the city better.
Okay, so like I just think that in your youthfulness,
I'm 38.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
That's all I gotta say. I'm 38. It's not like I'm 25. If I was 25, I understand.
I got a daughter that'll be 30 this year, brother. I understand. I hear what you're saying. All right. What I'm saying to you is that in this business, because that's what it is, whether you look at it that or think it should be that or not, there are different realities that you're going to have to face.
Wait, what are those realities, Anton? Like, please teach me. What are those realities?
I just told you. I saw a reality when, a Republican governor and a Democrat governor walks out of the mayor's office.
Because what's wrong with that?
Nothing. But what I'm saying to you is that we live in this society. Let me ask you a question. How would you deal with the city's budget deficit?
Be honest about it. Again, it's everything is wait. You asked me the question. I'm going to answer it.
Be honest about it.
Because it's not nobody being honest about it. Listen, these people play games. The government, the mayor in Jersey City did it. Eric Adams did it. We are legally required to balance the budget, and they will balance their budget by any means necessary.
How would you do it?
Anton, I have information right now that would blow your whole show up with the things I know that's going on in City Hall. I can't share it because people's jobs will be at risk. I'm telling you what's going on. People, they are playing tricks to balance our budget. How I would do it would be honest about, number one, all this money that we have in this budget that we have coming in, that money is not real. Whether it's certain keywords I can't even say.
You do know you're talking to a cat that was an aide to Sharp James, was on the planning board, and was former chairman of the school.
But you don't know who. But yeah, but you don't. But you don't know who I know in City Hall and who has information to things that's all I'm trying to say.
What I'm saying,
and these people retaliate on people.
My first job out of college was in City Hall of Newark. I know better than you. That's why I know what to ask you.
Bro, so I'm asking you, I'm not here to challenge you, Anton. This is not me versus you.
How would you deal with the budget?
I'm going to be honest about our budget because it's not like when they talk about our budget now and they present our budget and it's currently late, by the way, again, for another year, it's currently late. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be honest about it. If we can't make it on time, I'm going to explain why we can't make it on time. The first thing is communication on why these things are not happening. Our budget is supposed to be approved in April. Last year, it was approved in October. Anton, since you know better than me, why was it so late, Mr. Anton? Since you know better than me.
I don't work for the current administration.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
I really don't. That's not
my point is
I'm not running for mayor.
But that's a problem.
No. See, if I were,
that's a problem. The fact that you don't know.
I would have an answer. It's not for me to know.
You can't have an answer because nobody
What I need to know is what my lesson plans need to look like for this week.
Nobody have an answer is my problem.
I don't need to know what Newark's municipal budget looks like because I'm not running.
I'm just taking a stab at you because you said you
you don't got to take a stab at me. We can have a dialogue. It's not.
No, this is a dialogue, but there's still content. And I understand how it works. So when you
I don't care about the content, brother.
But bro, when you look at the camera and you say, "I know more than you," it's like
about shit I don't know. Let's be respectful. I don't talk shit about I don't know. So I don't talk about politics unless I know what I'm talking about. I work for a mayor. I was elected to a board of education, and I was on a planning board.
Understandable.
I don't talk about law enforcement unless I know about it. But I'm a former correction officer of 2 years. Spent 16 weeks in someone's police academy. I don't talk about education, but I do because I've been a teacher of 20 years. So what I'm saying to you is half your lifespan, I've been professional and been engaged. So it's not a diss to you.
I'm not saying it's a diss. I'm saying half my
lifespan.
Half my lifespan, Ras Baraka been
I've been working, young man. Half your lifespan. Half your lifespan.
Sir,
I've been working.
Sir, again,
I have a daughter that is 8 years younger than you.
Sir, hear me out.
Do you have children?
Sir, hear me out.
No, I'm just saying now.
Sir, hear me out. Sir, hear me out.
So I asked you, how would you balance the budget? How would you balance the budget?
Mr. Anton, this started.
My name is
Mr. Willer. This started because you said you knew more than me. So I'm saying, since you know more than me,
no, I don't know more than you. I have different experiences than you.
Anton, let's just move on because
the fact that I do have some experiences that you don't have.
That's fair, but that's not what you said.
Okay, man, I asked you, how would you balance the budget?
Number one, again, let's calm down. How will I balance the budget? The first thing we need to do, again, bro, this is crazy because I'm trying to be real and I'm trying to connect with our elders, but sometimes it's just like our elders don't want to admit what's
crazy. I ain't no elder.
Listen.
Hey, man.
Our budget was supposed to be due last year in April, and it was submitted in October. So I understand the question, but I'm saying the fact that we don't know as residents, we don't know why it was late. We don't know that. So I'm saying the first thing we need to do to build that trust between residents and City Hall is explain things. So if it's late, whatever month it is, we need to be able to explain why it's late. The second thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the right BA in there. And I'm not saying Pennington is not the right BA, but apparently if our budget is late year after year after year, we need to figure out alternative solutions because Pennington is in control he's in control of the budget.
Okay. Well, yeah, as the BA, he's the chief of staff really runs the city government, but the BA runs the day-to-day optics of it, and the ins and outs. I understand what you're saying, but the mayor, the chief executive, is the number one individual who has fiduciary responsibility to the residents of Newark.
On paper, yes. But behind the scenes, there's a whole process that comes with that. That's all I'm trying to say. And I'm saying on paper, the mayor should be able to communicate to residents what's happening with our budget. And what our mayor did last time, he put up a piece of paper. He was like, oh, this is our budget right here. And anybody could go look at it on the city website. Like that, and apparently people coming to me and they're saying, that's the first time we ever seen him talk about the budget. And again, that's what residents are telling me. They're saying the first time they ever seen him talk about the budget was when he put a paper to the camera and said, here's the budget. You can go look at it on the city website. So I understand the questions that you're asking me, but I'm just saying what's currently being done is not adequate. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to improve communications on explaining people how the budget works. I'm going to work my ass off on getting it submitted in time. And I'm going to hire the BA who's competent to help us with balancing our budget every single year.
Got you. Hey, I want to shout out everybody that's watching right now. Queen, Rockman, Intisar, Jhamar, Harry, everybody that's in the comments, Phil Wilson, everybody that's here. Thank you. Looking at the analytics right now, we got about 3,100 people watching this evening. Hey, man.
Can I say something? Listen, 3,100 people. If 5 of y'all, look, 3,100 people. If 3,000 of y'all bring 5 people to the polls, that's 15,000 votes. So please spread the word on our campaign and let people know the election is on May 12th. And please encourage them to come out and vote. Thank y'all.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, I want to say thank you for the love. From March 28th, with Alex the Dad coming on, doing back the inaugural show. Because I took a year off after my pops passed, man. I thank all of you, man, that have availed your time and came on the show, and I appreciate it. Jhamar, I got 3 more questions for you, brother, if you don't mind. The first one is fairly simple. I asked you earlier, I said, why should Newark bet on you to be its mayor? And what I really wanted to delve into is what about you is different than what we already have.
I think it's the timing right now, because you're looking at someone who, again, I'm not backed by anyone. Like, no one sent me in here to come take over our budget, to come privatize any department in our city. I'm doing this out of the love for my people. I can be anywhere right now. I could be anywhere raising a family right now. I could be anywhere building my career right now. I can be selfish. I'm 38. I survived. I had all the fun I wanted to in this world. I think the next phase of my life is giving back to our youth. Our youth are lost right now, y'all. And if we want Newark to be a city that continues to be black and brown, I think we need to understand first that we're in a crisis, meaning that The trends and the data doesn't say that we're going to be black and brown in the next 10 or 15 years, but it is my priority to make sure the biggest city in New Jersey remains black and brown. It remains a city where our kids can grow up in, be educated in, find the careers in, raise their families in. Right now, that's not happening. That comes with a lot of education. We need to educate our people and raise their level of consciousness. I was able to do that for myself, and I'm trying to pour that back into our youth. And again, we have nothing to lose. We're in a crisis. We have nothing to lose, so we might as well go all out right now.
Okay. I thank you for that response. How do you believe your candidacy will inspire people to come out and vote and not use apathy as their backlash to deal with their how do I say I don't want to say discontent or displeasure with the current ruling class?
So to try to convince the people who consistently vote, or the people who think that Ras Baraka is the best person for our city, that takes a lot of money. But to try to convince the 92% of registered voters who didn't support Ras Baraka in the last election, that just takes a lot of community organizing, messaging, and a lot of unity and a lot of creativity. Again, look at this.
I was supposed to be doing this, people. He done bought the receipts.
These buildings empty. You try to disrespect our seniors, we not friendly. They trying to tempt me. I'm living rent free. We need to vote these people out. We cannot repeat. Where the money at, Ross? Where the money at, Ross?
So it takes it takes some creativity. It takes us having the right message. It takes us targeting a generation of 92% of voters who just feel left out. And again, it's above me, bro. It's above me. It's not about people forcing me to run. It's not about me having bigger supporters. I feel like the ancestors wanted me to do this at this moment, and that's how I feel protected. And again, most of this campaign, I'm doing it by myself. It's like low key, it's me and Queen. We out there, Queen doing her part. I'm doing everything else on my end, and we running this campaign ourselves. So when I say it's above me, if y'all don't understand it, if y'all don't understand that, then I don't understand what's going to do it. I'm going against a whole machine by myself. And I think that part is the part that's like the most interesting.
Well, I think whether you understand it or not, and please don't take this as a negative, but that's what the current mayor did years ago. And unfortunately, when he got in, because I asked him one time, I said, "Is this what the fuck you were supposed to do? Well, you talked about 25 years ago." And I didn't get an answer. So
nah, he had Donna Jackson, bro. I seen him shutting down the streets and all that. Like he had like when I say I'm by myself, I'm really by myself. Like this, not like he had Donna Jackson, he had all them activists. I saw the videos. They shut down Broad. Like people be like, "Yo, you have audacity to post something." And I'll be like, "I have audacity to post a black woman from a city council meeting, but they used to shut down Broad and Market." Do you understand the audacity that you have to shut down the whole street?
I know, I was there.
See? So he had you too. He had you too. So he wasn't by himself.
Right. And I respect that you said that. And what I'm saying to you is that you decided to play the big boy's game, the big man's game. And that in and of itself should be commended. What I want, I guess, like you to delve in more once I get to because I want to get to the last two questions, is like, what is your overall plan for the city of Newark? You said transparency, you said all of those things, right? But what does you being mayor look like for the residents of Newark?
Great question, Anton. I think Newark can become one of the biggest cities in this world because we have a train station, we have an airport, we have highways, we have Newark is a gateway to the rest of the world. I truly believe we have to switch our thinking just a little bit. Right now, we rely so much on the federal government and the state for much of our budget. I believe we have the people here. So many people in our city are intelligent. So many people want work. We need to come together and we need to be more innovative. I think we need to start looking at our city as a way to produce things so we can generate revenue. Right now in China, the mayors in China are responsible for increasing the GDP of their individual countries.
Right.
And I think that has to happen in America eventually, because if America talk about, oh, we in debt, but America is funding all of these individual cities, what do you think is going to happen eventually? They're going to stop pouring resources into our cities. So if you don't have mayors who are thinking about how do we generate revenue, then I think a lot of those cities are going to crumble and struggle. But we can get ahead of that by being innovative with how we use public money. And I think we should be using it to generate more money. So as you said, Newark is a business. So if Newark is a business, let's truly thinking about a business. Let's create a Newark clothing company and sell clothing all around the world. Let's create municipal software where we're selling software to other municipalities. Let's dream big. We have the brand, we have the infrastructure. Why isn't Newark the amateur sports capital of the world with people like Shakur Stevenson, people like Shaquille O'Neal? Why aren't boxers coming in all over the world? Amateur boxers coming in all over the world to fight. Why aren't track stars coming in all over the world to run? Why aren't people coming in all over the world to play basketball, to play football? We have the infrastructure here. Let's put it to use to generate money. And then that's how we can fund many of our services rather than begging the federal government and the state government every single year to balance our budget.
Okay. All right. Peace and respect to Rockman Muhammad, Queen. Hey, baby, how you doing? Noble Milton, peace. Thank you for tuning in. George Matthias, thank you. Anabui, thank you very much. Harry Potter, thank you on YouTube. Thank you very much, everybody that tuned in this evening. Khadija, thank you, sister. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. Malia, thank you so much. Malia Burrows, thank you for tuning in. I am here with the young brother, Jhamar Youngblood.
I'm 38.
JY in full effect. He keeps saying he's 38. He don't understand that I'm saying young brother because I wish I was his goddamn age, but
No, but listen, right? I have to put it in context because we elected Cory Booker at 36 and he wasn't even from here. So if y'all can elect Cory Booker at 36 and he was an outsider sent by capitalists to privatize our government, and you don't give a local native here a chance that want to put Newark first and want to invest back into our people, that's reasoning failure. That's all I can say.
All I'm saying is, do you understand that for me, your age don't matter?
I understand,
it's your brain that matters, Jhamar.
Fair.
And
I
you
believe
need that, Jhamar.
I'm with you.
You need to promulgate that more.
I'm with
trust me, that'll work for you. Promulgating your brain and your intellect and your intellectual curiosity and how you want to solve problems will work for you more.
I understand that, but the low information voter uses things like, "Oh, he's too young. He's too like."
The low information voter isn't a low information voter. They're just motherfucking unaffected. They're tired. I used to think like you, man. I'm telling you some real shit. I'm telling you that I thought like you. I'm telling you that I everything you're saying, I've said. You talking
above me.
One of the youngest 30 leads of 30 in every magazine. I was in there with Benjamin Todd Jealous. What's the chick running for governor? Stacey Abrams, Hillary Coker. That was my
Wait,
class.
why you didn't run for mayor then?
Because you know why? Because I finally understood what politics was about, and it wasn't for me. Because I'm a motherfucker and I fuck you up. So, hey, it ain't personal. It is what it is. Like, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to leave my kids. I don't want nobody hurt me, and I don't want to hurt nobody. I'm fuck you up. No, for real.
I feel you, bro.
I'm saying. I'm telling you. So,
I feel you.
Respect. I got brothers on one side. I got brothers on the other. But I love myself more than to argue. and then to fight for a system that I know don't mean none of us no good.
I feel you, man. I'm trying to change the system. That's all.
Hey,
That's
man,
what.
I'm with you
That's
for that, man.
yeah.
And I'm glad, man, you can have a conversation. You
Word.
know what I'm saying? Because you're going to need some advice from a motherfucker like me going forward.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, I may charge.
Listen, I learned a lot just for talking to you tonight. So,
Hey,
like, I
man,
definitely
and I'm
agree
so
with that.
grateful, man, for your time, man. And I'm proud of what you're doing, man.
Mhm.
Like I said, man, you know, I love Sheila. I love Noble. You know, I love Deborah. Those are my people. And I respect your candidacy, man. And I'm glad you came on the show, man. And I'm glad you're doing what you're doing, man. I just don't have the energy to do it anymore because I fuck somebody up. So, you know, like I'm proud of Gail and what she's doing. That's everybody know me. That hey, mother had you, mother love you, mother fuck you. I'm with Gail.
I learned so much from Gail too, like
Yeah,
Gail
man.
as well.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I just want you to keep pushing, brother. And no matter how hard this get for you, just know that you have a older brother in me. I love, you know, my brother Muta Elamine. I'm glad he's doing what he's doing. Jimmy McCoy.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Coach Al White, Rasheed Peppers. I mean, no, those are my people, man. And you know, I came up through the ranks, man, through the city, man. I was fortunate enough to work for Sharp James, and I met these people, man, and I learned these people, and a lot of them in their capacities helping shape my life, man. So I'm proud of you, man, and I'm proud that you're doing what you're doing, man. And you know, keep pushing. And I got one last and final question. This fucked up.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing, bro.
Hey, my man, if you had to choose 4 at large and 5 ward people that you would want to see, I had to get you. Hey, Jhamar, because you responded so well to the other shit. I had to give you some crazy shit at the end. So, hey, Jhamar. Come on, give it to me now. Give it to me now. No,
all right. I'm going to start with the people who've been supporting me the most. Nadira Brown. I love Nadira. I got so much love for Nadira. I have so much love for Nadira. When people talking about, oh, Jhamar not from Newark, man, Nadira knew me when I was a kid, and she knew my mom. So Nadira Brown, she always willing to do the research. She's always I learned a lot from Nadira, man. So Nadira Brown, Eden Rivera is somebody else that he always support me, showing love. We have Donna Jackson. I gotta give Donna Jackson love. You know, like I have to give Donna Jackson some love.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
I plead the fifth. The Phil. I'm gonna say the Phil.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I plead the fifth. And yeah, I plead the fifth. Only because, like, you know what, man? Like, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot in this election, and it's a lot of messiness and a lot of weird energy. And I had a granddad. He caught a RICO charge in the 90s, and he was a drug dealer. And society says he's a bad person, but to me, he taught me the intangibles, things like loyalty, things like integrity. So things like people being phony, somebody saying something in your face, but then the behind the scenes, they doing something else. That just don't sit well in my spirit. So when I see that, it breaks my heart, you know, like it breaks my heart. And I experienced that a lot this election, but that's all, man. As far as the others, Muta Elamine, Muta been supportive. You gotta understand what Muta did. Again, I came into this game by myself. Nobody, no big bros or nothing. And when Muta saw that it was a little smoke during the Central Council race, he put his arms around me. He said, yo, if y'all mess with him, y'all mess with me. So to me, that means a lot. You know what I mean? Like that means a lot to have like an older person physically saying that I'm going to support you. So I'm definitely going to go with Muta. Central Ward, I met with Amina too. Like I met with Amina. She's a very nice lady. She's a very nice lady. And the first and when I met with Amina, we discussed all of the problems in our city. We sat and we chat about every single problem and we agree on what's wrong. It's just unfortunate that she's a part of the machine. So it's no love against like I don't have any smoke or any weird energy with Amina, but because she wants to side with the machine, then yeah, I'm gonna go with Gail. Even though things got weird because I ran the election by myself and people was calling me the spoiler, so a bunch of Gail supporters probably didn't like me, and I felt that energy. Again, I'm an intelligent dude. I know somebody. I know that if somebody called me before the election, they like, oh, you are a great person. And then after election, if it's weird energy, I can feel that. I can feel that. Like I'm not dumb. So that happened. But despite that, me and Gail was able to build a relationship. And I respect that relationship. And I learned a lot from Gail. So Gail, um, North Ward, I gotta go with Marcos. He's the only candidate running against Ramos. So I'm going with him because I met him. He's come to a few of our meetings. East Ward, nobody running. And then what's left? South Ward?
Yeah.
South Ward, I think I'm gonna say Asia. You know, she's young. She's young. Yeah. Like Asia young, and like when we chat, it's always fun and laugh. So she seems like a really smart person.
And you know, I know everybody gonna get pissed with me right now. You know why I really wanted to interview you because you look like my man, Michael B. Jordan. You got
What? Yo, fun fact though, fun fact. I played on the basketball team with Michael B. Jordan when he went to Chad. Yeah. Fun fact. Yep, some fun
for
fact.
real.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
That's what it is. All right.
Yep.
All right. So, you know, I always want to interview Michael B. Jordan, but I got you. And then that's cool.
Yo, I'll set it up for you one day, bro.
One day, man. Set it up,
I got you.
Set it up. Hey, this is my last question.
Mhm.
And you know, brother, you know, I expect you to come back the week before election day. I expect to have you on that Sunday. I'll have you and Gail on that day.
Okay.
Because I'm interviewing Gail next week, which is going to be this is going to be a blast. Like I haven't had you two. I got Sheila coming on. I got Rodney coming on. I thank you all for availing your time and coming on the show. I gotta ask you this question, and you have answered candidly and respectfully the best you have or were able to with regards to what I asked you. And we did this organically. Like, man, I had a bunch of questions that I wanted to ask you, but just talking to you, man, damn, like, you know, I appreciate the organic nature of how this show turned out. Jhamar Youngblood, if your mom looked at you and gave you a charge, what do you think it would be when you told her you were going to be the next mayor of the city of Newark?
A charge? What do you mean by a charge?
When she said, "Go, son, go be great," she looked at you, hugged you, and said, "Son, go be great." What do you think that means for you if elected mayor of the city of Newark?
Well, the truth is, it took a lot of people a while to get accustomed to my candidacy. It took, and to be honest, I'm gonna be real. If my mom is listening, I feel like even my mom, because the idea of taking down or going against Ras Baraka, in some people's eyes, they just like, no way. In some people's eyes, they just like, no way you can do it. But I had a plan. Again, I studied campaign and elections while I was in grad school at Dartmouth College. I understand the importance of timing in these elections. And I knew once LaMonica dropped out and I knew there was going to be a special election, I was just praying. I was like, please please prolong that special election so I can get seasoned and I can like put myself out there. Or I had more time to promote myself. So when they said they was going to do it in November, I announced my candidacy. All right, so the election was in November of 2025. I announced my candidacy in 2024 in the springtime. So that was like a year and a half of just like promoting myself. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to have a year and a half to promote myself. And then the mayor election is going to be a few months after that Central Ward election. So I'm like, that's going to give me enough time to build some type of name recognition. And I think once people seen how I performed in the Central Ward election, and I did it by myself, I got 13% of the vote. And they seen the very next day, I announced that I was running for mayor. A few weeks after that, people was like, okay, I guess we have to believe him. And I think my mom was one of them. So it wasn't obvious. It wasn't obvious in the beginning, but I think my consistency, my ability to network and meet different people and bring different people together, my ability to listen and my ability to be innovative, I think, and authentic and honest, I think it got me here in this position where I'm at now, where people truly, but like so many people believe that we're going to do this. And I think that energy is rubbing off on me. So when she said go be great, whatever, it's just like, yeah, like this is like, I am the person that Newark created. I am the person that my mother created. I am the person that my ancestors created. Like, it's above me, bro. It's above me.
All right, man. Hey, man, listen, man. What I also appreciate is the level of spirituality you bring into, your candidacy. And hey, man, tell everybody where they can find out about you. What's your ballot position? What's your name, man?
Listen, everyone. We are at a special time in our city's history. We've never seen anything like this when you have a candidate that can garner this much attention and this much momentum going against an established, seasoned political person. What I'm trying to tell you is that it is possible. This man, he won his last election with 14,000 votes in a city of 165,000 registered voters. That means 92% of our registered voters did not support this man being our mayor. If we can figure out a way to galvanize those 92% of voters, we can actually pull this thing off. So talk to your neighbors, talk to your coworkers, talk to whoever, and let them know. Please share the message. My name is Jhamar Youngblood. 4A is my ballot position. My @ names on social media is Jhamayor, Jhamayor. My website, where you can find your polling location, is jhamayor.com. And again, I love you. I love the city. I love our youth, and I love the potential that we have. So thank y'all for listening, and appreciate everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Anton Wheeler, your host of Voice of the People United Community Forum, and I was talking with my young brother, Jhamar Youngblood. I have interviewed the majority of the candidates running for mayor. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to interview Raz, but I've definitely taken pleasure in interviewing those that will come on the show. I appreciate this young man's courage. I appreciate his depth and his level of understanding about what is he believes Newark needs to go forward. And once again, like I said, man, I just appreciate you coming on Sunday before Election Day. So the election is May 12th. So that means May 10th. I would have you back on just for a few minutes so you can tell everybody your message going into Election Day, going into Tuesday voting. My man.
Well, listen, that's Mother's Day. Can I bring my mother on with me?
Oh, man, I would love, bro, if you did that. We got 3,600 people right now. We might have 6,600 people.
Okay.
So bring your mother with you on Mother's Day, man.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
And I would appreciate that, man. And Jhamar, I wish you the best of luck. I am here for you in any capacity that you need. Win, lose, or draw, brother. Anton Wheeler is here for you. I like your energy. And you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's tonight. Brother Jhamar Youngblood, man. He young blood, but he an old soul. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in this evening. I appreciate it. Thank you for this 2-hour broadcast. This brother was on for 2 hours. He stood the gamut with me for 2 hours, man. That's credibility for your ass. So Jhamar, peace, love, and respect, brother.
Peace, y'all.
This is Anton Wheeler, your host of Voice of the People United Community Forum. Have a blessed night.